Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Bean here, and I'm coming at you with my, May? Yes, my May TBR. I don't know what month it is. This TBR is going to be a bit different from my other ones because I'm not using the game this time. I just lost the game. Mostly because this month we're moving. We're completely moving. We're switching from an apartment to our first house. And so because of that, things are going to be very chaotic, and I also, for the past several months, I've been having my ongoing TBR with the cards and the selections that I make from the game sitting on the bookshelves, and they've been fine there until this month. The cat has decided to play on the shelves and she keeps knocking them off, so I need a better system is really what it's boiling down to. And I'll figure that system out eventually. I just don't have it right now. So for this month, what I'm going to do for my TBR are books that honestly I just really want to read right now. A couple series, a couple new books that I've gotten, a couple older ones, and then we're gonna do a fresh start on the TBR game starting hopefully next month once things are a bit more organized at home. So it's either gonna be next month or for July. Either one, we're gonna start off the game again. I didn't plan on moving this soon, so that's why I did start it. But for now, we're just gonna go through the books that I really, really want to read. I have a large pile here. It is more books than I normally read. The other thing with May is I am pre-filming this like almost a full week before it's going up. Mostly also because we're gonna be out of town for one when this video goes up. We're going to be in DC at a Polycon, woohoo! But also I'm finishing school, so I will finally have reading time that won't be taken up simply by academics. So I'm finally going to jump in and start doing like reading vlogs and doing readathons and things like that. So be on the lookout for those. It'll be either here or on my other personal channel where I do try to do weekly vlogs, and I'm going to try and get more into the reading and writing vlogs that I was doing beforehand. But that aside, I'm finally going to read some books that I really want to, and I'm very excited about it. So without any further ado, let's hop right into it. I am sure that this list is going to change with a Polycon because we're going to be picking up a bunch of books there that I know I'm very excited for and very excited to read. And there's always surprises that we find there, like new authors that we haven't read before and whatnot. So I'm very excited. We'll see how it goes. I feel like I look orange again today and I have no idea why. I hate makeup sometimes. So, the first book that I have on this list is The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Bannon. This is a recent pickup from Barnes & Noble that was actually recommended to me by a staff member, and this follows a marshal and an undertaker. But this is a romance that's got some fantasy in it, and I've heard very good things about this. I know this floated around the book universe for a while. It's from last year, the year before, yeah, 2022, sorry. So I'm very excited. I think it sounds absolutely adorable, and I really like this cover too, so. Book one, I really want to read. Okay, the next two are ones that I'm honestly just putting on here to hold myself accountable. I have fallen behind on one of my favorite manga series, and that's Spy X Family. So I still need to read volume 8, and then I have volume 9 as well. If you have not heard of this series, one, you should read it if you have any interest in manga. It is hilarious, it is adorable, it is slice of life with action and a little bit of supernatural in it. I say supernatural, but really it's just like the little girl, not this one, a different little girl. Anya is psychic, so she has telekinesis. I can never remember the words, I'm really bad at this. She can read minds. But basically this follows two people. This follows a small family. It follows Twilight, who is this guy right here. And he's a spy, and he ends up getting a mission to infiltrate a school. And so he has to find himself a daughter and a wife, and he adopts a girl from the orphanage, and that is Anya, and she happens to be a psychic. And then he goes out and he ends up finding a wife. Her name is Yor, and she happens to also be an assassin. So all three of these people have secret lives that they don't tell each other about as they're attempting to work their way through this school. And it's all for the benefit of themselves. And along the way, they're figuring out what a family is and what it is that they actually want in life. So this manga has kind of taken the world. It's very adorable. It has been changed into a show, or not changed into, it has been adapted into an anime as well, and the anime is doing so well. I love the anime so much. It is following the books, which makes me so happy. But yes, I have 2 volumes. I am behind. I need to catch up. Next book is one that I have talked about several times. I'm hoping to get to it before the end of this month, but I don't know that I will because I do have several projects, and that is Flirtosaurus by Erin Malone. We are going to meet Erin Malone again at a Polycon. She signed this last year for me. And this is a technically a STEM novella. It follows a paleontologist and an astronomer, and the love interest is an astronomer, and it's all sciencey based, and I'm very excited to read it. So I've heard wonderful things about her writing, and the little bit that I have read is absolutely adorable, and they're just short little books. There's another 1 or 2 out in the series. I think it's just gonna be a trilogy, but I have a feeling that I will love this writing and I will love this story. The job that I actually wanted for the longest time is I wanted to be a paleontologist. Dinosaurs were my thing as a kid, so yes. All right, next book is a series of technically short stories, but it's Star Wars from, excuse you. It is Star Wars from a certain point of view. This is celebrating 40 stories, celebrating 40 years of Star Wars, and it's technically Star Wars Episode 4, written out in short stories told from the point of view of minor characters, and these are all the different authors that participated. It's 40 different stories, 40 different authors, 40 different points of view, none of them main characters. I love it. I'm so excited. I've heard nothing but great things. The other 2 books in this series, which are The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, have also both come out. I'm waiting for the paperback of Return of the Jedi. I want all 3 of them in paperback, and they're just I'm just so excited about this. The love of Star Wars, it makes me so happy. Next book is another one that I know I've had on TBRs, and that is The House Witch Volume 2 by Del Mac. This is a story that follows a man who has shown up at the palace to be the chef, and it turns out he is a house witch. He tries to keep this secret because witchcraft is really shunned in this world, but as a house witch, he is there to protect and to make safe and comfortable and cozy everybody in what he considers to be his home, and it turns out he is very powerful. And it is one of the most cozy stories. It is there is action in here, but it is cozy. He has a kitten named Kraken, and it's just such a sweet story. I absolutely love it, and I recommend it to anybody and everybody I meet. I will warn you, this is a trilogy, and you do not want to binge the series. You will want to, but don't, because it will put you in a reading slump. You can just, once you finish the first book, give it a couple days and you'll know. Like, yeah, I'll be in a slump if I read all of this, because all I want to do once I finished the first one was read it again and again. And I did read the ending, the last couple chapters in certain places I loved like 6 times, just because I wanted to read it again. So I have waited several months, and I do think it's about time that I read the second book. It's shorter than the first one, but these were actually from Kindle Unlimited, so highly recommend if you read on there or if you get the actual physical copies. The next book is actually one that I just picked up recently, and that is The Island by Natasha Preston. But this is one of her horror stories, and it's all about an island that is meant for the rich and famous. It's basically an amusement park island from what I remember. So 6 social media influencers are taken to this island, which is the island, again, for the rich and the highly influential. And they are jam-packed with a schedule for, I want to say it's for like a TV show, and they're supposed to report on every second of how great this island is and all of that. But what they don't realize is it is actually a trap, and it's hard, and the whole question is whether or not they can get off this island alive. I love these kinds of thrillers. These are one of my favorite types. Kind of the Lord of the Flies-esque, I guess, which is weird because Lord of the Flies disturbed me when I read that back in school. But I'm really excited to read this one. This one actually is a bit like one of the thrillers that I am writing currently. And so I am trying to read more. I do want to do a readathon at some point of a whole bunch of different thrillers and horror books. So maybe I'll add this one to the list. We'll see. But I'm very excited. I do want to read this one. Again, it's a short book. It shouldn't take me too long. Next one on my list is actually an arc that I have. I don't have many arcs right now, also because I know I can't guarantee that I'm going to read books on time. This one comes out in June, and it is The Archive Undying by Emma Mieko Kandon. This is a sci-fi, I want to say sci-fi dystopian. It says, when an AI dies, its city dies with it. When a city falls, it leaves a corpse behind. When that corpse runs off, only devotion can bring it back. So I don't really know a lot about what this is. It's very sci-fi looking. It's very much like... It's about AI and the future of AI and when that ends up taking over. It is blurred by Tamsin Muir, so that's a great sign because I love her writing. And she says, giant robots stomp around a lush and tactile world of ruined cities and unknowable AI gods, which is all one could ever need. I'm intrigued. I do want to read this. It is a bit of a chunkier book. It is over 400 pages. It's almost 500 pages, so it will take me a little bit, but let me know. I might do a reading vlog for this one or something. Or I'll just kind of let you guys know what I think, because this is an arc. It does come out in June, so I would like to read it before June. The next book I do want to read is one that I've actually started before, and I do want to read Hunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. I know the trigger warnings for this book. I actually have read a lot of this book. I have not finished it, but I've read a lot of it, and I just want to be able to sit down and read it. I know it's going to be an experience. I know basically what to expect. But I want to know what I understand about it. If you plan on reading a book like this, read the trigger warnings. Take the trigger warnings seriously. It's not just like, touch this. No, this is a stalker romance. He stalks her and actively tells her he is stalking her. Like, this is hardcore stalker behavior in here, and it is a romance. I am so prepared to be creeped out, to be absolutely disgusted at times, and to be the most uncomfortable. I read something while reading something. So, I'm prepared. I might do a vlog again of this one. We'll see. But, yes. So, I do plan on reading this one now that I have a physical copy of it. I was not able to find the second one. I do know that as soon as I finish the first, I'm going to want to read the second one. I know the second one will make me sob. So, yes. To counter it, I also want to read Finley Donovan is Killing It by Ella Cosimano. I've heard wonderful things about this book. It follows Finley Donovan, who is a thriller writer, I believe, or a suspense novel author, and she gets overheard one day while she's talking to her editor about a new book, and she then basically gets hired for and accidentally agrees to kill someone, to unalive someone. And I think that sounds hilarious and sounds absolutely brilliant, and it's like a 3 or 4 book series now, and I'm here for it. And oh my gosh, I just want to read it. It sounds so much fun. It sounds like so much fun. Rude. Oh, bent it. Don't do that. Jesus Christ, stop it. Just having all sorts of problems here. Alright, like I said before, this is subject to change, but the last book that I have on this list is Sign Here by Claudia Lux. This is a demon story that I picked up from Half Price. It follows a demon who is one soul away from getting a really big promotion, and he basically ends up following this person around trying to get them to sign their soul over. So, that's all I know. That's all I need to know. I'm really excited. I think it sounds absolutely great, but yeah, so I'm adding this one to the list. Look, I have a hardcover too. Alright. This is it. This is what I did gradient order on accident. This is the pile of books that I would like to read in May. Considering I'm averaging like 3 books a month right now, this is very ambitious for me. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I don't have a lot of faith that it'll go well, but I'm excited. There's a lot of books on here that I am very excited to read, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, I'm weak. That was heavy. That's what I got for you guys today. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little different than my normal TBRs, but I hope you appreciate the reason as to why I did it this way. But yes, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you prefer my videos like this, I get it. I kind of do sometimes too. But if you do, let me know. Comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We post videos on Wednesdays, Fridays, and the occasional Sunday. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading. Bye!